Hey everyone, and welcome to a quick little tutorial that I wanted to put together on just some basic ways that you can get rid of lateral g-force on your coaster elements in Planet Coaster, because I know I used to struggle with this massively. I used to make turns that just pulled far too many lats, and honestly I just couldn't figure out how to get rid of them. So we'll dive straight in there. So before we begin, there's two really important things you need to know when you're building your coasters. That minus lateral g-force is right-hand lats, so your body's being pushed to the right, and positive lateral g-force is, pushing your body to the left. So, for example, this turn here, which I've whipped up really quickly, it's not smooth. If we test it, you're going to see that it pulls about 0.45 lats. Now, basically what that means is that these riders are being forced this direction with the force of 0.45 lats, which means that this turn is not banked enough. And subsequently, should that have been minus 0.45, they'd be forced this way because it's too much banking. So the very, very easy fix is that we simply take the turn, select the whole part, and we just bank it over slightly. Doing this is very much hit or miss. You'll either get this straight away or you'll need to do more adjustment, but we can check here that we pretty much got that bang on. Basically, all you need to do is that if you see positive lats, you've banked your turn. Sorry, if you've got a right-hand turn that's got positive lats, it's not enough banking. But if you've got a left-hand turn with positive left-land lats, that means that it's too much banking, and you're going to need to unbank it. Now, if you're building an inversion, you're going to notice you're going to get lats regardless of if you do this or not, because they're called, well, I've dubbed them transitional lats, which means that they're the lats you experience when changing direction from left to right, or, for example here, going into an element. Now, getting the lats on this sorted is a lot more difficult. You can either, sometimes it's just not possible, like if I do this and hit smooth, we're not going to be able to get the realistic shape that we want because of the Planko smoothing method, and this is 4 meter. So basically, you don't necessarily need to worry about these, provided that it's not shaped, like this, because that's too much left-hand lats. So as long as it's shaped roughly similar to this, where you're going to have a good lead in, and about halfway through the turn, you should be hitting your maximum angle. This is massively, massively important when you're building stuff like hyper hills and hyper lead-ins, like Shambhala, how it has the pull-up into the airtime hill. Making sure you get 0 lats on that is very important, because B&M and other manufacturers aim to hit 0 lats because they design with force. And when you design with force, you don't take lats into account unless you want them, like RMC or something. So basically, this is literally just the bare bones way of reducing your lateral g-force in Planko. It's just keep the minus lats are right-hand lats, left-hand lats are, positive are left-hand lats, and all you need to be doing is just constantly adjusting your turns and banking them accordingly. That way you can reduce your overall lats. Again, don't worry about transitions and elements. It's just that you want to keep your turns at the absolute minimum so that you can stop pushing your riders sideways with lats that you didn't mean to put on there, and instead use vertical g-force to get the excitement going. So that's literally all I wanted to say. Very quick little tutorial here. I know I haven't done a tutorial in quite a while, but I thought this would be like a really useful little thing to know when you're building your coasters in Planko, as it does really, really help your coasters be more realistic. Because I think there was a stigma for a while that Planko's forces weren't as accurate as they could be, or they're not accurate to other coaster building simulators. But I'm not sure about the vertical Gs, but the lateral Gs are actually very accurate, because using the No Limits 2 Planet Coaster Converter on FVD built coasters, you don't get any lats on turns. So they've got to be quite accurate. So anyway, I'll wrap this up quickly. Thank you guys very much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos in the future, and I will see you all next time.